YouTube's online. Tearing it up. Yeah. Alright, I think Twitch is online. Pretty sure. Yep. Sending the links. Alright, good. Alright, we're ready to start. Hello once again, audience. Welcome back to Waifu Wars. I mean Doki Literature Club. It's been a while since we played this game, and I'm very excited to play this game. Sorry if I haven't brought this back sooner. I got distracted with other games, and you know how it is. But we're back with Doki, and we last left off in Doki. Pretty much we joined a literature club, and you know, we're debating between which one of these very attractive, cute girls to be our girlfriend. And you know, it's so hard to choose. The club is basically preparing to read at the school festival, and we're going to be performing our favorite poems in front of millions of people. Well, I guess the whole school anyway. And that's pretty much where we left off. Also, something was eating Sayori when we last left off. Alright. Time to share our poem. Definitely go with Sayori. Dot. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Dan the Hobbit. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to take a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Dan the Hobbit. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Oh, wait. No, that's my voice. I guess you're the one that likes them the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Why did the music cut out? Are we about to have a serious moment? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one, you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so cute! So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Dan the Hobbit? I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Oh god, she's gonna cry. Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steadily all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori! I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed. Sayori? I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts a smile on. It's nothing, Dan the Hobbit. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Alright, well, that was interesting. Real quick, I'm gonna just double check. Yes, okay, I updated the thing. Alright, good. Alright, I guess we'll go to our next favorite, Yuri. Decided to try something different today. I guess so. Is that good or bad? Oh, wait. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences. But it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always... Wait, I need to... Sorry. Had to keep chat window open. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing... Oh, wait. I need to read the names. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unthinkable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. But what I'm saying... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A wave, Oh man, this is gonna be hard for me to read. A waved millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth, chaotically meets the surface. Under a clean blue sky of express of bliss, but beneath the gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest wood to get lost in it is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will it a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where the toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate bounding line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Well, that was pretty. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an Ian thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wants to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, time for Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally interested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No. Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like I would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kinda fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki elbows, connects to my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Girl is psycho. Somebody help me. How the hell did you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Oh, maybe it was funny to her. Hang on, guys. I think my package is here. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway. Natsuki holds the poem out at me like nothing ever even happened. I'll be your beach. Well, that sounds suggestive. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sun glow. I'll be your beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Oh my. I'll be your beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought I had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That was pretty. Yeah, I felt like I keep writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something that's nice, with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. I don't know, Anakin Skywalker could write something negative about the beach. I hate sand, it's rough, it's coarse, it gets everywhere. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little bit more solemn. Well, that's... Gee, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one that wanted to write about the same topic. Can you really see her doing that too? Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At least it was good practice. Alright, before we get to Monica, I have to go check, on the mail real quick. That way no porch pirates steal my package! We're back. Sorry about that. Had to go and make sure that my package didn't get stolen by porch pirates. Sadly, it did not come yet. But anyway, alright. On to Monica. Hi, Dan the Hobbit. Have you thought about, what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, that's another. I'll have to give it, some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people. So don't be afraid to get them, to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you, alright? Alright. Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky, victims, currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing that legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend, it all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But at hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up against the wind. That's kind of that's a little sad. It's like, legends don't exist. There is no happiness in the world. Give up now. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. That's a word I don't know. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? That's a good point. Actually, that's a good point. If we knew everything, what would be the point? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad and happy. Or sad than happy. Are you surprised? We're all depressed. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid? It's not that good. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, thank you, Monica, for your writing tip of the day. Okay, you three. Well, we're all done sharing our poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say, something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she went... she just went to pee. I love the writing for this game. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She's actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's... fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Okay, Monica, just dodging my question. That's cool. Let's decide, what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them. And different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for you, for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez. Even I can tell now. Guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and she starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help to Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dan the Hobbit. The one who's truly useless. Jeez. I feel like I'm in high school all over again. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. It would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth am I going to respond to that suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Dan the Hobbit may not like to be around if he's only gonna make him a nuisance to be. If you only make him out to be a nuisance. Well, I can't talk today. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making an excuse for Dan the Hobbit to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. The waifus are fighting over me. What do I do, guys? What do I do? In the end, I think it's up to Dan the Hobbit to decide he'd like to contribute. Oh, God. Besides, he hasn't really got a chance to spend time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Dan the Hobbit, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh God. What do I do? The waifus are arguing over me. I'm gonna go with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer to help Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Alright. Well, I tried to do the cop-out. Oh my god. I'm gonna go with Yuri. Well, it'll probably be most useful, helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. So you'll be helping out Yuri then, Dan the Hobbit? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Dan the Hobbit? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Dan the Hobbit picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I had something bad. I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words trying to cheer someone up, it must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is cleaned. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Dan the Hobbit. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah? I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Oh my gosh, our waifu is coming to our house. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like I feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. That was fast. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There is no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other at all the time or anything, but I've gotten worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need my help? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made a habit out of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Uh-oh. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor. I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to come run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom when I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Dan the Hobbit. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she has had for many years. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had suddenly left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Dan the Hobbit. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have worried about me and all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. The waifu. It's getting serious, guys. It's getting serious. But this is just punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think... Nice hat. Thank you! Thank you, Deadshot. And thank you, Space Hamster. Both of you guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the nice words about my hat. I love my hat. I think that's why the world, decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until now, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Dan the Hobbit. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Literature. This is a very tender moment. I'm like trying not to laugh. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Dan the Hobbit? I guess I have no choice at this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Nice dead shot, nice space hamster. What reason is there to do anything? I fully know how worthless I am. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me my entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your closest friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Dan the Hobbit. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spirit going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. This is really emotional. I'm getting sad. I'm getting all teary-eyed. Also got an itch. Hang on. Let me get a drink. Alright, back to the sadness. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Dan the Hobbit. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing you could have helped me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Dan the Hobbit? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join this club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Dan the Hobbit. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arm remained at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Dan the Hobbit. I'm actually getting teary-eyed. This is such a beautiful friendship moment. Oh my god. Oh. This is so sad. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Dan the Hobbit. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And as she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sarah wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At least, you want me to come along and help you out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Well, that was a very emotional time. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Alright. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri! Ah, thank goodness. You're a little bit early. Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I start to get really nervous when, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always, could have texted me. If I had known, I would have, reassured you, and, if I had known, I would have reassured, you and hurried more on my way home. Oh, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should have, be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And, did you manage to find everything I asked for you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything, right? I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Waifu. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No. I would have been really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Hang on, there's a text message. Making plans for later, boys. Alright. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Uh-oh. Did she find my nudie mags? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that we could, that you can help with. Decorations and atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting. Aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great! It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way of putting it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I really like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes Yuri, that makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Rummaging through her bag, she pulls out a few candles, a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think it would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Harry takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells like a sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. I chose jasmine for this event because it provides more of a relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Harry smiles gently and clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, you purchased the original paper I asked to get, right? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Alright. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing the classroom. It may attract someone to peek inside. Alright, I think we're gonna find a good break. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Dan the Hobbit. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I'm finished cutting the ribbon. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw the different characters on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into the bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern and waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. You're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling danger, maybe? What I'm saying, please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with it, handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Dan the Hobbit! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it is all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts her... Without warning, Yuri puts the finger into her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess, she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick the... Okay. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index. Dan the Hobbit! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Dan the Hobbit. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I needed one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. Tension, is quickly lifted. With each, we each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue my progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper and ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected. I will be very effective as a door. It will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I have to go do something real quick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go feed the animals. Alright. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Hang on, I think my package is here. Sorry about that. Right as I get back, my package is like, I'm here! And I'm like, great! Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and catch any paint that drips them. Then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I came in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Ah, your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cups. Hang on one second. Alright, I am back. I promise no more distractions. So, I thought we would do something simple that would, look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium, at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Harry smiles. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses the brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels like a lot of art class projects we had to do back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk that much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand, where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing our experiences with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you would understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah. Sorry. Yuri reels back and lifts my... and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It's just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There's droplets of paint on your neck. Face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I damp it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Oh my. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she, lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through the slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, and I send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over, as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty. It was very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time that it could happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out that much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Dan the Hobbit. Yuri takes a step closer to me, and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Oh, well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Dan the Hobbit. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Dan the Hobbit. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Uh-oh. My waifu has caught me cheating on my other waifu. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course, Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori! I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. I made such good friends. Uh-oh, here comes the sad hours again. That's all that matters to me. Tears start falling down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dan the Hobbit? Am I supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Dan the Hobbit. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. What? I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before, it's true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes you happy. It's something that makes me happy. I'm bad at talking. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes me an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away, put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Dan the Hobbit. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Dan the Hobbit, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand on Sayori's arm. I squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. I'm the one that's going to give it to you. Oh God. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Dan the Hobbit. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Dan the Hobbit. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Dan the Hobbit. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little. What is this? Sayori, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Dan the Hobbit. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess this makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. go at whatever pace suits you the best. Hey, Dan the Hobbit. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can't confront her. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Keep wondering if I should do something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori is the most person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. I should probably save. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Alright, return. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. If Sayori isn't answering her phone, I'm considering going to her house to wake her up, but I decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up and take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her that. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Dan the Hobbit, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful knowing that it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Dan the Hobbit. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I'll probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this definitely helped people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Hang on, guys. I'm going to take another drink. Alright. Okay. Okay, we read that. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my... What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Dan the Hobbit? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everyone else's Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house. I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper, I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case. It just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Exception has occurred. File, game, script, line, track. What is going on? I follow and I leave. What the? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Siri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up till a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori that I would be there for her. I told her that I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I should have confessed to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her? It makes me feel even worse. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. I walked her to school. I remained friends with her like it's always been. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do but bring her back. This isn't the game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance. I wasn't careful enough. And now all I carry is my guilt until I die. Something in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. Oh, what the? Oh! What's going on? Does anybody else see this? Oh my gosh. Alright. We know it doesn't look like this game is done yet. Something weird's going on. Well, I guess we'll cut it here, folks. We'll continue with more of this, probably tomorrow. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on, Twitch, be sure to hit that follow. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe, turn on the bells, like the content so I know you want to see more. Comment down below what the games you want me to play. Share this with your friends, family, and quadrupeds. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!